Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Actually, cold South Florida at the moment. Today's date is Wednesday, January the 8th, 2014, and here is today's midday market update brought to you by wallstreettrading.com. Want to give you guys a quick reminder to go check out the website. A lot of informative information on there, and you can find our YouTube videos on there as well if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, or if you do not have a YouTube account or something like that, which I strongly suggest you open one up. Very helpful. Aside from that, let's go and take a look at the markets here. We have the Dow Jones currently down about 74 and a quarter. The Nasdaq index, cash index is up 12. Russell 2000 via the IWM is pretty much flat, up 2 cents. S&P up 70, up 3/4 on the cash. VXX up 6 cents. Really not much there on the volatility end. TLT, well, actually, no, volatility was up a lot more. It has sold off. I mean, the VXX was trading all the way at a high today of $42.10, but it has actually, sorry, wait 1 second. VXX did hit a high today of $42.12, and it pulled back to a low of 41.50. So we definitely had some volatility today, but right now the VXX is pretty much flat. This is trading by the previous day's close. Commodities are negative across the board. We have silver down 45 cents on the SLV, JJC copper down 12 cents, GDX gold miners down 33 cents, GLD down $1.03, USO crude oil down 31 cents. We take a look at the top sectors right now, the top sectors we have on the board. All right, you can see that we have XLV healthcare is pretty strong, up 0.75% from the opening price. Home builders, agriculture stocks are strong. We had Monsanto had earnings this morning, and that definitely gave some bullish action. That stock's up about 1.5% from the opening price. FXI, Chinese stocks are strong. We're seeing the Sohu, the Sina, and the Baidu trade to the top side. We talked about that in our chat room, mywallstreettv.com. If you have not checked out our chat room yet, you could go to our home page and sign up for the 14-day free trial. And then after the 14 days, you can still get a free trial because we're not charging for the chat room. So come check it out. Semiconductors a little bit up today. As far as the weak stocks or weak sectors go, XLE energy stocks are pretty weak. Right across the board. I mean, you have ExxonMobil, Chevron, a lot of these large integrated energy companies are trading to the downside. USO crude oil is down about 8.83% from the opening price. OIH is down today. You had RIG got downgraded this morning as an oil drill, of course, and XLP, consumer staples, retail is a little bit weak. There's definitely some rotation going on today that we're noticing. Again, looking at the heat map, I mean, AT&T's down close to 2%. Hewlett Packard's down close to 2%. You know, the banks are hanging in there. Healthcare is trading pretty strong today, thanks to Biogen up close to 4.5%, over 4.5%. So let's go ahead and break down the chart, starting off with the S&P 500 futures here. You can see overnight we rallied up a little bit, sold off, had a nice little rally up in the first part of the day at 9:30. Pretty choppy. And then we got rejected right here at this 1834 level, which was our R3 level we gave out this morning before the market opened. So just to show you guys a little bit of the volatility in the 5-minute chart, you can see nice little move up. Well, first of all, you have your little move up, pull back, your little move up going into the open, which they got smacked right back down from this key trend line, which I'll show you guys here shortly. Rallied all the way back up off the lows, to all the way to the previous day's highs, up here around 1834.75. Sold off back to the previous day's close, 1830 half, rallied all the way back up to those highs, put a lower high in front of the previous day's highs resistance, and then pulled right back off. So we have a high, a low, a lower high. If we make a lower low and break back below 1830, then this could be a nice little double top to short. If you're not short already off that double top. As far as the key trend line goes, this key line that you see marked with the yellow shaded areas, that's a key level that you can see they're chopping us up around that trend line today. Show that the volatility is in the market, and the fact that if we're not able to hold above that level, then you have to assume they're going to trade us sideways to lower, right? So we're pulling back off of that right now. Keep an eye back towards this 1828 level. If we break below this pivot low right here around 1830, If we trade back to the top side, watch out for that 1834 level. All right, so as far as the individual ETFs go in equities, of course, I've showed you guys I have a new setup to show you guys everything on the chart now. Starting off at the bottom of the screen, you can see we have the 5-minute chart of the S&P. All right, with the spiders here, same thing I just showed you guys, but just with the ETF. Same thing, double top against the previous day's highs, pulling off. IWM rallied up, sold off to the low of the day. Previous day's low, rallied up, top, put a lower high in. They shorted that. Triple Q, strongest index out there today, broke above the previous day's high, which is this red line right here. Double topped and now it's backing off. And then the Dow Jones, the weakest index today, has not been able to break above the previous day's low, as you can see here via the DIA Dow Jones ETF. So that's how the indices are looking across the board. Couple names that we've been trading here in the chat room. MU, that's why it's on the top of the screen here. APOL, we did pretty well on that today. FRX, we did pretty well on that. And then QCore, we were watching that as well, as they had some news that came out. The stock got smacked down, and we told the traders in the chat room to watch this for a little short off the 50%, and that happened pretty clean there as well. So in the afternoon, keep an eye on those names. Keep an eye on some other stronger names out there. Bring up my other screen here real quick. Let's see here. Apple's, this is a 5-minute chart, by the way. Apple's trading strong. Just put a lower high in, so that could cause some selling pressure in the Nasdaq if that starts to roll over a bit. Yelp got upgraded today. That stock's taken off to the moon. Let's see here. Baidu, again, the Chinese stocks are trading pretty strong. CF, the ags are trading pretty strong today, even though they're kind of just grinding higher. At least CF is. CNX gap down today, rallied, filled the gap, and they're fading it. Transports are looking interesting. UAL, DAL, those names are pretty strong too. And then WAG, WAG, strong. MPEL is strong, which is just breaking out right now. Keep an eye on some of these names. Keep an eye on the biotech stocks. Netflix getting a nice little bounce after selling off. Aside from that, folks, have a great day. Make sure you check us out for the After the Bell Market Summary after the close, and subscribe to the YouTube videos. If you like the analysis, like the video and share it. Thank you. Have a great day. Cheers.